Christmas was always my favorite time of year. The lights, the laughter, the smell of pine and cocoa. It was the one season that made me forget how distant things had grown between my wife and me. But that year, Christmas didn't bring joy. It brought an ending I never saw coming. I remember the morning vividly. Snow covered the streets. Carolers sang outside, and I was wrapping the last gift for my wife, Emma. We'd been married for 9 years. Things weren't perfect, but I thought we were okay. She'd been distracted lately, spending more time on her phone, smiling at messages I wasn't part of. Still, I ignored the signs. Love makes you blind, and I was blind enough to think I could fix what was broken with effort and sincerity. That evening, we went to her parents' house for Christmas dinner. Her entire family was there, her parents, siblings, cousins, everyone dressed up and cheerful. I felt nervous, but hopeful. I had even brought her a necklace, engraved with our initials. Something simple but meaningful. She looked beautiful that night, but something about her eyes felt cold. Dinner went as usual. The family laughed, exchanged gifts, and toasted. Then Emma stood up. She clinked her glass and said, "I have an announcement." The room went silent. I smiled, thinking she was going to thank everyone or maybe surprise me with something. But then she turned toward me, and everything froze. "Mark," she said, her voice calm but firm, "I think it's time we stop pretending. I've filed for divorce. Merry Christmas." The sound of those words shattered me. My hand trembled around my glass. I looked around the table, waiting for someone to tell me it was a joke. But instead, her entire family started clapping. Her mother smiled proudly. Her father nodded approvingly. Her sister said, "Finally." I sat there, numb, my chest tightened, the room spinning. "You're joking, right?" I whispered. Emma just looked at me, cold, detached, like I was a stranger. "No, you deserve the truth. I'm not happy, and I haven't been for a long time. I want to move on." I didn't say anything. I couldn't. I just stood up and walked out. Outside, snow was falling heavily. I could hear the laughter from inside, their voices blending with Christmas carols from a nearby house. I got in my car and drove. No direction, no destination. Just away. That night, I slept in my car by the side of the road. I looked at the wrapped gift still sitting on the passenger seat. The necklace, a symbol of the love that no longer existed. I laughed bitterly, wiped my tears, and whispered, "Merry Christmas" to me. Days turned into weeks. The papers came, and I signed them silently. She moved on fast, too fast. Pictures surfaced of her with someone new, a man from her office. That's when it all clicked. Her late nights, her secretive messages, the distance. She hadn't just fallen out of love. She had replaced me. But I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. Instead, I focused on myself. I moved to a new city, started my own small construction business, and worked day and night. The pain became fuel. Every brick I laid, every wall I built, felt like a step away from the version of me that sat frozen at that dinner table. Years passed. I grew, not just financially, but emotionally. I learned peace in silence. I learned strength in solitude. And most importantly, I learned that being broken isn't the end. It's the start of becoming unshakable. 3 years later, I returned to my old town for a business contract. Funny how life works. The project was at Emma's family hotel. When I walked into the meeting room, her father's expression changed instantly. He stood up, extended his hand awkwardly, and said, "Mark, I didn't know you were." I smiled politely. "Yes, I own the company now." His face drained of color. The same man who had clapped when his daughter humiliated me was now looking at me with a mix of shock and regret. I looked around the room, calm and composed. "Don't worry. I'm a professional. Let's just focus on the project." When Emma walked in, she froze. She looked tired, older somehow. Her smile faded the moment she saw me. For a moment, neither of us said a word. Then she whispered, "You look different." "I am," I said softly. "Pain changes people." The meeting went smoothly. I didn't mention the past, didn't seek revenge. But as I was leaving, her father said quietly, I'm sorry for how we treated you that night." I just nodded. "It taught me something important," I replied. "Never hand your peace to those who enjoy your pain." Later that evening, as I drove away from the same town where I once lost everything, I felt no anger, just peace. The ghost of that Christmas night no longer haunted me. I realized that sometimes the greatest revenge isn't destruction, it's transformation. They gave me a divorce for Christmas. I gave them silence, success, and a man they could never break again. And that was the best gift I ever gave myself.